One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma's offense will get first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Owls offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Simon. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Shakes off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Running to Green. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking for a man. It's Simon. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give is to Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Jones. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Simon. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
The Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
4th down. Number 37 in punt formation to kick it off.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
7-0.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They go to the ground. Lots of running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
At the 24-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Temple lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. Running through contact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. On the run, it's Ott. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Under fire. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. With the catch, it's Burks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wheeler. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. That's caught. It's Adams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simon. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Dropping back, it's Simon. Makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They punted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. There he goes! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Owls just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air, it's Simon. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's now second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way, but this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of distance between them and the Stix here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Ott. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Right back to the well. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's 3rd down.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
After the run, now to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Adams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw, it's Simon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
And the Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Temple lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Ott.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Mateer. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll throw on third and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got a little space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Number 5.
And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they've put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Owls are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Simon. Using the quick game. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He wants to throw it again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now on the move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Now on first down from the 28. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Ott. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Smith takes the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Simon. Caught over the middle, it's Jones. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Adams.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Temple lining up to punt it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Quarterback on the keeper. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Makes the catch. It's Burks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.